phrase, "the best reaction is no reaction," often suggests that in certain situations, maintaining composure and not reacting emotionally or impulsively is the most prudent course of action. It implies that responding calmly and thoughtfully, rather than reacting impulsively, can lead to better outcomes. This idea is often associated with maintaining emotional intelligence and self-control, especially in situations that may provoke strong emotions. By choosing not to react immediately, individuals can give themselves time to assess the situation, consider the consequences of their actions, and respond in a more measured and rational manner. However, it's important to note that the appropriateness of this approach can depend on the context. In some situations, an immediate and assertive response may be necessary, while in others, taking a step back and choosing not to react impulsively can be more beneficial. It's always important to consider the specific circumstances and use judgment in deciding when to react and when to remain composed. The best reaction is no reaction is a philosophy that emphasizes the importance of maintaining composure and not allowing oneself to be easily provoked or agitated. Here are a few reasons why this concept might be considered valuable. 1. Emotional intelligence. The idea aligns with the principles of emotional intelligence, which involves being aware of and managing one's own emotions. By choosing not to react impulsively, individuals can demonstrate emotional control and avoid escalating a situation. 2. Conflict avoidance. In situations where emotions are running high, reacting impulsively can sometimes lead to unnecessary conflicts. Choosing not to react immediately provides an opportunity to de-escalate tension and find a more constructive resolution. 3. Thoughtful responses. Taking time before reacting allows individuals to gather their thoughts and respond in a more thoughtful and considered manner. This can lead to better decision-making and communication. 4. Preventing regrettable actions. Impulsive reactions may lead to actions or words that one might later regret. By choosing not to react immediately, individuals can prevent themselves from making decisions or statements in the heat of the moment that they may later wish they hadn't. 5. Maintaining professionalism. In professional settings, maintaining a calm and composed demeanor is often valued. Reacting emotionally in the workplace can impact relationships and one's professional reputation. While the concept of no reaction can be valuable in many situations, it's important to note that it doesn't mean suppressing emotions or avoiding necessary confrontations. It's more about choosing when and how to respond, rather than reacting impulsively to every stimulus. The appropriateness of this approach depends on the context and the specific dynamics of the situation. Realizing that the best reaction is no reaction involves understanding and internalizing the principles associated with this concept. Here are some realizations or insights that individuals might have when embracing this idea. 1. Emotional awareness. Recognizing one's own emotions and understanding that emotions can influence behavior is a crucial realization. By acknowledging this, individuals can consciously choose not to let immediate emotional reactions dictate their responses. 2. Pause and reflect. The realization involves the understanding that taking a moment to pause and reflect before responding can lead to more thoughtful and intentional actions. It's an acknowledgement of the value of giving oneself time to consider the implications of different responses. 3. avoiding escalation. Understanding that reacting impulsively can sometimes escalate a situation helps individuals appreciate the importance of maintaining composure. The realization is that by not immediately responding to provocations, one can prevent conflicts from intensifying. 4. Empowerment through self-control. Realizing that choosing not to react immediately is a demonstration of self-control can be empowering. It's recognizing that one has the ability to manage emotions and respond in a manner that aligns with personal values and goals. 5. Long-term perspective. Embracing this philosophy often involves recognizing the long-term benefits of thoughtful responses over impulsive reactions. It's about prioritizing the bigger picture and considering the consequences of actions over time. 6. Communication. Enhancement. Understanding that taking time before reacting can lead to more effective communication is a key realization. It's an acknowledgement that thoughtful responses contribute to clearer and more constructive dialogue. 7. Personal growth. The realization may extend to personal growth and development. Choosing not to react impulsively is a step toward developing emotional intelligence and interpersonal skills, which are valuable attributes in various aspects of life. It's important to note that while no reaction can be a valuable approach in certain situations, there are instances where a timely and assertive response is necessary. The key is to strike a balance and choose the most appropriate response based on the context and desired outcomes. The realization of when to apply no reaction and when to assertively respond is part of developing a nuanced and effective approach to communication and decision-making. Embracing the philosophy that the best reaction is no reaction requires a deliberate and mindful approach to handling various situations. One effective workaround involves incorporating a moment of pause before responding. By creating this mental space, individuals can take a step back from immediate emotional responses, allowing time for reflection and consideration. Practicing mindfulness techniques, such as deep breathing or meditation, can further enhance this pause, fostering an environment where impulsive reactions can be minimized. Communicating personal boundaries around response times with others also contributes to a more measured approach, signaling the need for thoughtful consideration before engaging in dialogue. Establishing routines that prioritize well-being, regularly reflecting on personal values, and learning from past experiences all contribute to a proactive strategy. It's not about suppressing emotions, but rather about choosing when and how to respond, aligning actions with long-term goals and values while maintaining flexibility in the face of evolving situations. Celebrating progress in this ongoing journey of self-awareness and intentional response strengthens the commitment to a more composed and measured approach in various aspects of life. Remember that everyone is different, so it's essential to find strategies that work best for you. Experiment with different stress management techniques and incorporate them into your daily routine to create a healthier, more balanced lifestyle. If stress becomes overwhelming, seeking support from a healthcare professional or counselor can also be beneficial. Achieving a stress-free life is an ongoing process, and what works for one person may differ from what works for another. It's about finding a balance that works for you and incorporating habits that promote well-being. If stress persists and significantly impacts your daily life, seeking guidance from a mental health professional may be beneficial, while some may find value in maintaining composure and taking a thoughtful approach to responses. Others might argue that immediate reactions can be authentic and necessary in certain situations. The effectiveness of this philosophy depends on the context, personal preferences, and cultural factors. Some individuals may prioritize open and spontaneous communication, viewing quick reactions as genuine expressions of their emotions. They might argue that withholding immediate responses could lead to misunderstandings or hinder authentic interpersonal connections. It's essential to acknowledge that people have diverse communication styles and coping mechanisms. While one person may find success in a measured and deliberate response, another may feel more authentic when expressing their emotions in the moment. Striking a balance that aligns with individual preferences and the demands of specific situations is crucial. In conclusion, the best reaction is no reaction philosophy is not universally applicable, and its effectiveness can vary based on individual differences and the nuances of different scenarios. Respecting diverse perspectives allows for a more inclusive understanding of how people navigate their emotions and interactions. Don't forget to like and click the subscribe button for more videos.